Hello everybody, welcome to FC Amakhosi Venture. This is Sereno. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Welcome back. Yeah, thank you for coming back. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the support. Thank you dearly. So I'm gonna be talking about Nabi's ball. Nabi's ball. What do I mean? What I've seen Nabi, his style of play, how he wants his team to play, how he wants his team to tick, and how he wants his team to move, how he wants his team to kill the opportunities. He came out post-match interview saying that yes, it's good, the win is good for the fans, it's good for us, and yeah, I would like to plead with the fans to be patient with me because yeah, as they say, I am cooking, and indeed I am cooking. However, this is gonna take long, and this is a warning, or this is a plead from the man himself, saying that we need to be patient. And what I love is the fact that he's talking about us, or asking us to be patient with him when we have won. Had we lost, all the pressure was going to go to him, because we are not people who are patient. We are not patient at all. And I love the fact that he said that, can we please be patient with him? He's building their positives. However, there are still negatives that he needs to sort out, that he needs to work on. And it's good that he's reflecting, or he's going to reflect when there is a win and the morals are up, everything is up, the energy is up, that dying attitude. I mean, you know, Kaizer Chiefs of old, that even if they've conceded goal, they start panicking. But under Nabi, from the get-go, they started pressing. And what I love is the fact that even when they are away, they were playing away, they started exerting themselves to say that you're not, hey, we are here. You need to recognize that you are here. We are a big team for the first time in many years, in many seasons, that I feel like we are a big team. Yes, you say it's one win and all that, and sure, I agree with you, it's one win. However, we played as a team. We played as a team. We played, the players, they played for one another. That's something that you haven't seen in ages. Players playing for one another, dying on that field. That is such as a result that some of us, or some of you, did not even see that there's a player who did bad, because they were covering one another. And that's what it means to be a team. Team stands for together, each individual achieves more. So they played as a team, which is a good start. But there's still so much work to be put in for these guys to get to that level where Nabi wants them to be. And I'm saying as well, we need to be patient with the team. And yes, it's good that Sereno, they hit the ground running. Your Miguel hit the ground running. Your Dolly had a fair, good game. Your Cross, he got a man of the match. It's good. Your Ndwari, yes, still shaky. However, he had an okay game. Yes, there's a room for improvement for every one of those guys, and we need to be patient with them. And my question is, what happens when each and every one of these players, they're not performing, especially the new players? Are we going to say that, you know what, they're back to default setting, or they have been influenced by these rotten potatoes? So what I'm begging and asking you to do today is that just wait, calm before you answer. Because some of you, the way you answer by attacking without really thinking. I was glad when one of you came back and said that now that I've put emotions aside, I see 1, 2, 3, or I saw 1, 2, 3. And it's good that we are sometimes to take time off for us to reflect and to think about, okay, this is how am I to answer this. That's good. That's very good. So, having thought about the game, having seen or probably rewatched the game, what did you make of the game? Were you happy with individuals? Were you happy with the team performance? Were you happy with what you saw? Were you happy with the substitutions? Because those are also some of the things that you need to look at. So, Nabi's ball. I have 10 points that I want to talk about. One, probably I will dwell into one and probably not dwell onto others, but we'll see how this episode goes like. But Nabi's ball, I have one thing to say, or 10 things rather, to say about Nabi's ball. So, high tempo. high tempo from the get-go. We're on gear 3, gear 4. Some would say that no, we're at gear 5 from the first minute until the end. And this is one thing that I love about that high tempo, how we're pressing. And I did say in the previous episode, if you haven't watched, please go back, watch it. It looks like we have a man who will then initiate the tempo or will initiate the pressing. And for now, it looks like it's Ndu Shabalala who will just push and press on players, and the opponents will then be like, hey, seems as if this team is winning at the high. If you see how we start the game, we'll give them space and go in our ground, every player behind the ball. And that's one thing that we need to continue working on. It was good to see that we are behind the ball. And then Dushal, you see him pressing, and you start seeing Ranga, you start seeing your Sereno, you start seeing the wing backs going forward, you start seeing us turning into back line and then us pressing. And I was like, wow, we are really suffocating them. So us winning the balls at their half, that's one thing about Nabi's ball that I know and that I saw yesterday. Yes, now and again, I'll see it now and again and be like, okay, we're letting them have the ball and whatnot. But as soon as they enter our half, we press. Sometimes we press at the final third, and you see there, like you saw, which Mdusha nearly scoring from that block that he made when Agbe was delaying, trying to dribble. So it's gonna change now and again in terms of, or the coach is gonna tell when to press and when not to press. And sometimes the players will sit at the back and the coach will be like, go, go, go. His team is playing at a high tempo and it's good. And like I said, I saw him do even pressing, even at 70 minutes. And I was like, this guy is full of energy and I'm proud of him. Number 2, fast build-ups from the back to front. Look at the second goal, for example, how it came about. We are building like fast. Sometimes we move the ball and we play between the channels. Like your Miguel, you see him playing the ball through the channels. You see your Dolly playing through the channel. Like we are moving fast the ball. Yes, gone are these days where we'll be like playing as if we are like sometimes they call like a sheep, where we play the ball from left to the center back to the right, center back, right to the center back. Like that thing, like, yeah, it looks like it's gonna stop under Nabi. Nabi does not like us passing the ball sideways. So the tempo of the ball, yes, there'll be times where they'll slow things down because there are no options, but they are quick to release the ball and play through the channels. And that's why the midfielders, they need to space up, open themselves as options, and then your Dotties, your Miguel will play through the channels. And that's one thing, fast pace. And as you saw, the second goal from cross, it went to Sereno found Duba, crossed the ball, skipped mat, slotted in this point. Obrigado. So we're gonna see more of that because the transitions that we play under Nabi, like, they are quick as that, and there'll be times where they'll be slow, but most of the time they play with speed. They move the ball with speed. So number 3, ball playing center backs. We bought well. The two center backs, like, they clicked as if they've been playing together for a longest of time, and you're like, wow, these guys are comfortable on the ball. And the fact that they are also trusting their goalkeeper to be able to also play as well. Give him the ball, let's play, let's open the opponents, let's give them that thing to think about, to say that, okay, are we pressing or not here? Because these guys are comfortable. And you see a guy also running with the ball to the middle, and you be like, okay, these guys are comfortable on the ball, and that's what we are gonna see going forward. Center backs who are good at playing. Now, the question that I have for you, does it mean that now we have found the center back pairing, the perfect center back pairing? What happens if one of them gets injured? Do we have enough cover? I believe we do. Yes, we still need to have probably one center back. Oh, you'll say that no, we'll convert either cross back to the left center back, or if Miguel is out and then Msimang is going to come back, will they click? I'm not worried about that at the moment, but to say that we started off a good foot. So we have good and countable center backs who are ball playing, and they can run with the ball. When the space opens, they run the ball, they attack the space, and they play through the channels. Beautiful, beautiful to watch, beautiful to watch. And then number four, communication. Cover up the back at the back. Cover up for one another. So it's good communication and cover up at the back was good. Like I said, that you see your Miguel covering for Froza and you see your Dolly covering for Cross when they go up front. Because sometimes players will not have that energy to run up and down a 90 minutes plus. Sometimes you need, okay, just get your energy there while you're tracking back, but I'm gonna go and cover for you. And then you see your right centre back becoming the left centre back and the right back becoming the right centre back. Now you see them like having that, or you find a CDM coming to cover the middle, or going to cover number 2, but we have 4. So there's good communication. I saw Miguel and how he's communicating with the other players. I'll see him like, mark here, cover the space, watch out for these coming players, watch out for that guy who's making a run. I'm gonna cover here, but watch out for that. And I was like, wow, that's communication is gonna help us. Like in any form of relationship, whether it's sports, whether it's marriage, whether it's work, good communication, it builds and it bets good results as long as people are in sync, people are understanding one another where one is sitting and they have that understanding and they'll say, okay, I know you covered it for me. I can go forward. Yes, I'll track back. I might not be that fast to cover and make it in on time, but you are there. I know that you are there. They'll have that trust among themselves as well. And then do number 5. I'm gonna talk about do. Sorry about that, son. I'm going to talk about Do. Do looks hungry. He looks hungry. Do looks hungry. Him playing that free role, he was roaming around, and I think because he has the engine to do that, and they trust him to do that, I believe that we're going to see a different Do Shabalala this season. We're going to get a different Do Shabalala this season. His hunger, like wow, I was so impressed with him. Like I said, I'm proud of him. Like in how he turns, how he's taking his chances, him scoring his first goal, and him creating and linking very well with the other offensive players. And I was like, I'm really impressed with this Do. So let's watch out for Do this season. This is not me putting pressure on him, but this is to say that this is gonna be his season. This is going to be his season as long as he stays humble and he stays hungry. This is going to be his season. And yeah, he's going to benefit a lot with playing close to the experienced players in the mold of Sereno and in the mold of a Ranga. It's going to benefit a lot. So this is going to be his season. Number 6. Looks like Sereno is our go-to is our go-to person. Meaning what? We are building the team around him. As we are building the team around him, we also need to be careful not to heavily rely on him. Yes, it's good to build a team around an individual. What happens when he's off form? What happens when he's not performing in that game? What happens if he gets a red card? Like yesterday, as you could see, on Saturday, as you could see that he blocked the guy with his arm. What if you call a red card, a straight red card? Who's going to be there to take over from him? So I'm saying that we are building the team around him. That's the point I'm raising, and that is good. However, he can't hold this pressure on his own. Kaizer Chiefs is too big to be held by one person or by an individual putting the entire team on his shoulders. It's too big. It's too big for that. So this is why, therefore, most fans like us, there's such a thing that we need to get Amakhosi as soon as possible so they can share the pressure. Amakhosi already is playing international. He's playing there for Bafana. He's competing and he's even scoring there and creating chances there. So therefore, him playing there, it means that him or us having an opportunity to buy him is going to help us or help Sereno as well to shed the responsibility and share of that pressure. So therefore, I would say to you that, you know what, we have a go-to person. However, let's be patient. And him clicking the first game, it's good. However, let us not expect miracles every day, game in, game out, that he's gonna deliver us or he's gonna do what he did yesterday. He needs more game time, and he needs our patience as well. And backing, it's good that he's wearing that number 10 and is carrying it very well. However, he needs patience and he still needs our backing, and he needs other people as well to come into picture. Like, yeah, Sereno was good and is our go-to person. Number 7, the new guys, they fitted very well in the system. There's something about Nabi that he himself who came out and said that I'm proud of how the new guys came in and how the new guys they played. And I'm like, you know what? This guy, he's a serious mentor. He is a serious mentor and a good mentor, and is able to instill confidence on players that they will be able to work hard. They'll be able to work for one another. Like I said, they'll be able to believe that, you know what, you're worth it to come and play for a team big as Kaizer Chiefs. And he's been saying to all of us, including the fans, been saying to the players as well, that Kaizer Chiefs is a big team, and I don't want any other player thinking that this team, you can just come and then you get paid and then that's it. It's a big team, and therefore you need to be in a state mentally where you need to know that, you know what, I'm playing for a big team here, and you must be ready to play for a big team and to deliver the goods. And it's been like challenging them. And one thing that I saw, especially when we was talking about it says that I'm a father. I love my son. This guy is my son, and therefore I need to protect him. And also the players, they have the thing to know that, wow, we are protected, we are valued by this coach. So therefore the players will then want to play for this coach, but at the same time, he will protect them as much as possible. So I'm saying to you that under Nabi, yes, the guys fitted very well. However, let's be patient, because there'll be days or games where they will drop it. But so far, the good guys, they perform very well. Imagine playing 5 of those guys, the new guys, and they perform very well. And I'm like, kudos, it's good that they played a beautiful game. However, as fans, let's be careful not to exaggerate, because sometimes we tend to exaggerate and sometimes we tend to overhype. So let's be patient with them. Number 8, Frosler. I did say in my match reaction, Frosler needs to pull up his socks. Frosler needs to pull up his socks. If there's performance, it's what you go by this season, I don't think Frosler will still be playing next season for us. Let me go to the goal. I don't remember who was it. I think it was him, if I'm not mistaken, who made an error for us to concede that free kick. Frosler was there. Zwane was there, not far from the play. Silio was not far from the play as well when they kicked that ball. When they played a quick 1-2. I am still today, even when I'm playing for entertainment, I always shout at the players. Frosler was the closest, let me say that. I still shout at the players. Do not let a man to play the ball quick, to start the ball quick. If you have committed a foul and you can't change the ref's decision, make sure that you stay there and cover the ball and make sure that that opponent doesn't start the ball quick. But as soon as if Frosler and the other guys were sleeping, and the mistakes that he did, and the foul that he committed and got a yellow card there by the line, I'm like, Frosler, you need to do better. Probably it could be that Solomon's is still recovering, and this guy is like, okay, I'm gonna be relaxed. Sure, I'm not gonna be hard on him. It's his first game. Let's give him a chance. However, he needs to pull up his socks if he wants to continue cementing the starting up, because under this coach, if you are not deserving, you're not going to play. So I'm not going to dwell so much on that point. Frosler needs to pull up his socks. Number 9, young players will play regardless of age. Young players will play regardless of age. Look at the coach dropping Said in the 79th minute and put on this guy, young boy, Mfundo Vilakazi. Look at this coach playing young Mdusha Balala for so many minutes in the game, kept him in the game. Look at this coach telling the management to offer contracts to young sin, offer contracts to these young boys, lend you contracts. So he says that if you are old enough, you are good enough. I mean, if you are good enough, you are old enough. So we have a coach who say that age is nothing. As long as you can play, I would give you a chance. So young players would play, young players would get their chance. All they have to do is to grab the opportunities that they get with both hands. I cannot overemphasize that. They have to take the opportunities with both hands. Because they have a coach who believes in them, a coach who will support them, a coach who will protect them. Number 10, we need to find correct combinations, especially in the middle. We need to find correct combinations, especially in the middle. I said that in the previous video, and I'm still going to say it. And some of you will attack me for saying this, and I'll still reiterate what I said. I don't think Zwane and math is going to work. Could be because it was the first game. Could be. But we need to find correct combination as soon as possible. People need to have roles that are defined and need to stick to those roles. We need to know who's the CDM if Blom is not here yet. If he's not going to play, we need to know who's doing what. If the coach can fix that, this team can still do much. And we need to avoid losing the ball cheaply, especially by the midfield. We need to avoid losing the ball cheaply. Combinations is what we need. Guys, let me know your thoughts. I am out. FC Amakhosi fan channel. Love to hear your thoughts on these points. So you can add yours. You can engage me. I like engaging. Thank you so much. I'm out. FC Amakhosi fan channel. Love you here. Sunday. Cheers.